Evidence starts now.
Pataki for president? It's not out of the question. We'll tell you why.
Some days I think the governor's going to run for re-election. Other days I think he's not going to.
And
The shoes, the limo, but she's been barred from the prom. We'll tell you why.
This is one of the most important nights of her life.
plus,
Paying more to go to the zoo.
It is a little steep.
also,
And why the runaway bride's wedding may not be off after all.
see the difference every day. This is News 8 Now.
Good evening. This weekend, some Wilson Magnet High School seniors got some bad news. They will not be able to attend their senior prom. The reason? They missed too much school and did not do their homework.
Wilson Magnet senior Christina Douglas already has her shoes, earrings, and necklace. Her dresses at the tailor's, the limo all paid for.
I'm averaging at least about $759 here.
Christina's mom says it's worth every penny for an important rite of passage.
This is one of the most important nights of her life.
But Saturday, a form letter from the principal's office arrived in the mail, telling Christina she could not attend her senior prom.
I was shocked.
Wilson Magnet students were warned in March they could not have more than 2 illegal absences, and they had to turn in all their assignments or no prom.
Although I'm aware that this may be a disappointment to your son or daughter, our ultimate long-term goal at Wilson is to instill in our students a desire to make academic excellence their top priority.
It's not just me, it's a lot of other people in my school who can't go to the prom.
Christina, an honor roll student and member of the National Honor Society, says there must be some mistake.
My grades are all good, my assignments are in, and I don't miss school unless I have to, and I bring in excuses for when I do miss school.
She's worked very, very hard to get where she is today.
Christina and her mother plan to meet with the principal Monday morning.
She's not going to take that away from my child. She's worked too hard.
And the letter says the vast majority of Wilson students will be able to attend the prom. We were not able to reach school officials tonight for comment. We will find out in June if Governor George Pataki will seek a 4th term. That's according to State Republican Chairman Steve Minerick. There has been growing speculation Pataki is seriously thinking about running for president in 2008. Minerick says if Pataki tries for the White House, he has some advantages, including the ability to raise money.
Thank you for that.
My desire, obviously, is that he would run for re-election for governor. He has done such a great job leading our state that I would be very proud for him to seek a 4th term. If he decides to run for president, I think the governor has as much chance as anybody right now.
Political analyst Kurt Smith does not think Pataki has a good chance. Kurt, thanks for joining us. You think a Pataki run for president is preposterous.
Well, I think Steve Minerick is paid to be state chairman, and all state chairmen are to some extent a prostitute, and which is rather fitting since a journalist last year called George Pataki the Heidi Fleiss of New York politics. Look, Steve Minerick may think the governor has done a great job. Very few people in New York do. A Quinnipiac poll, which is easily the most legitimate and reliable, shows Pataki losing to Elliot Spitzer by 24 points statewide, a bloodbath for the Republicans. Moreover, upstate New York, habitually Republican, Pataki loses by 31. You talk to any Republican and they will tell you privately that George Pataki is on the brink of leading the Republican Party next year statewide if he runs into an abyss, into Armageddon, and every polling data supports that.
Well, Kurt, you're not mincing words, but the evidence shows that Pataki is serious about a run for president. His political action committee has been stepping up fundraising. That's according to an article in Newsday yesterday. And he's hired a consultant that's advised former presidential candidates. What do you make of it?
Well, anybody can hire a consultant, and most Republicans can raise money. Statewide and also in Monroe County, the Republicans have raised a great deal of money, in essence saying to business, you will give or else. It doesn't translate at all necessarily into statewide support. Only 24 to 25% of even Republicans in a new Quinnipiac poll hopes the governor runs for a 4th term. Let me ask you this. Who are the people really hoping that Pataki runs again next year? They're not Republicans, they're Democrats.
How do you think Pataki would do on the national stage? I'm guessing not so well. He definitely is more moderate than many in the GOP.
Well, moderate to liberal. He was elected in 1994 for the first time because he was not Mario Cuomo. He was elected as a Newt Gingrich Republican, way over here to the right on the national scale. He was reelected in 2002 as a George McGovern Democrat. His rate of domestic spending is double what Cuomo's was. He's presided over the largest deficit in state history. He pardoned the champion of dirty speech, Lenny Bruce. Conservative magazines like National Review have run cover stories likening him to Caligula's horse. So the people that supported him and voted for him feel particularly betrayed. So I think nationally it's preposterous at this point, perhaps everywhere but the governor's mind.
All right. Thank you, Kurt Smith, our political analyst, for joining us tonight. Police are trying to figure out what led to a double shooting in northwest Rochester last night. It happened at a house on Saratoga Avenue. 23-year-old Jarvis Simmons was killed by a gunshot wound to the head. A second victim, 28-year-old Clinton Pelt, was shot in the chest. Police say he lived at the house and he is expected to survive. 2 Rochester men are under arrest for going on a citywide crime spree. They're accused of a carjacking on Hudson Ave just after 10 last night. Police say just minutes later they mugged a man on Papert Place. Then just after 11 p.m. police found the stolen car on fire on Virginia Ave, where the suspects allegedly broke into a house. The residents escaped through a window. Police surrounded the house and a 3-hour standoff began. Myron Ware and Charles Hubbard surrendered peacefully. They face multiple charges. An elderly woman was airlifted to the hospital after a crash in Wayne County this afternoon. The woman drove her car into the intersection of Patty Lane and Route 350. She collided with a Ford Explorer. Cops say the Explorer did not have time to brake.
So it looks like it was just a case of this lady not seeing the car coming down the road and pulling out in front and causing the collision.
No word on the woman's condition. The driver of the Explorer was taken to the hospital for observation. Local farm workers are in the midst of a 4-day march for equal rights. Members of the Center for Independent Farm Workers started in Albion and plan to march to the state capitol. The group wants farm workers to have the same protections as other workers under state labor laws, and that would entitle them to 1 full day of rest per week, overtime pay, workers' compensation insurance, and the right to collectively bargain.
Why should these farm workers be excluded from that when they endure heat, snow, rain, ice, and working under these conditions and have no protections?
The Farm Worker Fair Labor Practice Act has passed New York's Assembly, but it has not made it to the floor of the Senate. Visitors to the Seneca Park Zoo have to dig deeper for admission. New prices went into effect today. Adults now pay $7 and children $4, and that is a $2 increase. The fees will be reduced, however, in the fall and winter. Families we talked to, though, did not mind shelling out more to see the animals.
But $7 isn't bad. Thought it was worth it.
It is a little steep, but we come often enough and spend enough time. We'll be here for 2 hours, so I can warrant that.
I think it'd be well worth it if they, if they get some more stuff in and get it fixed up a little bit. I think, yeah, it'd be more than worth it.
And the fee increase is expected to net $300,000. Monroe County plans to contribute less to the zoo this year as a result.
Now, from the Stormwatch 8 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Christine Krabs.
Well, at least the entire weekend wasn't a washout today, not too bad. But as we head into a brand new week, we have a few more showers in the forecast. So tomorrow, make sure you have the umbrella handy because it will be one of those days when you'll need it on and off. Tuesday, a few more showers, not quite as widespread as what we will see tomorrow. And then for Wednesday, Thursday, right into Friday, we will see some sunshine and we are back into the milder temperatures. Wait to see the 5-day forecast. We will get back to pretty much where we should be. Looking at the time lapse from earlier this evening, we started and you can see how we had a beautiful evening. A couple high thin clouds creeping in every now and then we clear things out for the most part. More clouds are off to the west of us, though. They will continue to creep in as we head into the overnight hours. You can see we have mainly clear skies from Monroe County and points eastward, but farther to the west, that's where the clouds are starting to fill back in, and a few showers now down towards Dunkirk at this time. So most of the daytime heating showers that we had earlier, those are all gone. These showers are due to a surface trough that will be moving through the Great Lakes region. You can see how at the beginning of this lapse, we have a lot of pop-up showers for the day throughout the Great Lakes region. Now we're seeing that trough swinging through, so that's what's sparking off these showers right here. They get here as we head into the overnight hours. And then tomorrow, pretty much a copycat forecast of the day today. Cool, and we will see windy conditions again and the chance for pop-up showers as we go throughout your Monday. Even a little bit of snow into northern Minnesota at this time. This is the day that we had. 53 was the high, 37 was the low. We picked up a trace of rainfall for the day today. So for the month, we're starting off all over again. We only have a trace so far for the month because it's May 1st. For tomorrow, we will add to that rainfall as we go throughout the day. Temperatures low 50s for just about everybody. Windy again, winds out of the west-southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Dansville will see a high of 52. Canandaigua will see 50 for the daytime high. Temperatures right now chilly, only in the low 40s for most of us. 43 here in Rochester, 43 back in the Falls as well, and same thing down in Jamestown. But watch what happens as we head into next weekend. I know it's a little bit early, but I wanted to show you the things that will be happening. We will see a ridge in the east, an area of high pressure, and we'll see winds coming out of the south. So we will see a nice warm up by Saturday and into next Sunday, Mother's Day. We could see temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. So we will get a bit of a break from the cool temperatures that we'll be seeing for the next 2 days. So for tonight, clouds to the west continue to creep in overnight. A couple showers possible. Temperatures mid 30s for the overnight low. For tomorrow, occasional showers and we stay cool. Only low 50s for the daytime high. Sun comes up. Oh, I forgot the sunrise sunset. I'm sorry. 51 is the high for your Monday. 53 is the high for Tuesday. And then we get back to sunshine and temperatures warming nicely into the upper 50s and low 60s for your Friday. Trust me, Rachel, the sun does come up tomorrow morning.
I would certainly hope so. And actually, it was kind of nice to see the sun this morning. People got a chance to go out, go to the park, do some things this morning. Then it got a little cloudy and windy.
Tomorrow, pretty much the same day.
All right, but then next weekend we have to look forward to.
Yes, we do.
Thanks, Christine.
Sure.
Coming up, the Rochester Public Library is using digital technology to preserve the past. But first, that runaway bride says the wedding is still on. She's just got some explaining to do first. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Great lawn.
Thanks. How'd you do it? It's easy. I use four-step.
Now having a thick, lush lawn all year long is easy with Scott's four-step. The foolproof lawn tells you what to do and when to do it. Visit your local hardware store or garden center for the Scott's four-step annual lawn care program.
Let's go! It's the only minivan with Stone Go seating. And I got 0% financing. It's got best-in-class cargo space.
And we need it. Come on! Bonus cash and a DVD player. It's got a 5-star side crash test rating.
Join over 1 million proud new owners during the Chrysler 96-hour spring event. Finance at 0% now through May 2nd and make no monthly payments until Labor Day. Or qualified buyers can get a Town & Country Touring for $299 a month at 5.62% APR.
This is News 8 Now at 11. See the difference with Rachel Barnhart, Dave Yates, and Christine Crafts with weather on the 8th.
Believe it or not, the runaway bride still wants to get married. She says the wedding has been postponed, not canceled. But police have changed their mind, saying she could face charges after all. Susan Roberts reports from Duluth, Georgia.
The runaway bride may not be able to run from her mistakes much longer. The Gwinnett County District Attorney announced today he may press charges against 32-year-old Jennifer Wilbanks. She disappeared on Tuesday while she was out jogging, and after 4 days of searching by hundreds of police officers and members of her small community, many feared the worst. Then Saturday morning, the day she was supposed to be married, she called her family and police from this payphone in New Mexico, telling them she had been abducted but was now safe.
I was kidnapped earlier this week, and I'm here now, and Jennifer.
Hours later, Wilbanks confessed to the FBI that she had made the whole story up, and she really just had a bad case of cold feet. Gwinnett County District Attorney Danny Porter says Wilbanks could face misdemeanor or felony charges, stemming from the lies she told the Duluth police chief. The misdemeanor would carry a penalty of up to 1 year in jail, the felony up to 5 years in prison.
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Okay.
Last year, Wisconsin college student Audrey Sealer also faked her own abduction. She was fined $9,000 and given 3 years probation.
Reaction here in Duluth to Jennifer Wilbanks' disappearance varies. Everyone is relieved that she is okay, yet many are still wondering what price, if any, the runaway bride should pay for the turmoil she caused.
Maybe she has mental issues that need to be considered, but I think they ought to send her an invoice for all the expense.
Eventually, Jennifer Wilbanks will have to come out from hiding, but it may be a while before she can show her face on the streets of Duluth again. Susan Roberts, CBS News, Duluth, Georgia.
As for the bride, the only statement she has given was a note written on her airplane journey back from Atlanta, which said the wedding is not called off, just postponed. Christine is back with a prediction for next weekend's weather. Is there sunshine in her crystal ball? Plus, breast cancer research benefits from a day at the salon. That story's coming up.
News 8 Now Weather Break, brought to you by Ontario Mazda in Canandaigua.
Stop out to Ontario Mazda today and see the great selection of new Mazdas, including the Mazda 6. Ontario Mazda, Canandaigua.
Every day, Time Warner Cable lets you save and simplify your life with All-in-One in ways no other company can. With All-in-One, you get it all. Digital cable with hundreds of educational and entertainment channels. Roadrunner with video mail and speeds much faster than Frontier DSL. Digital phone with unlimited calling in the United States and Canada, plus free voicemail. And the best part, one low price, one low bill from one company. Time Warner Cable. Call today.
Four-door sedan. Four-door sedan. Oh my.
Presenting the stylish Nissan Altima. With $1,500 cash back or a $199 a month lease for just 24 months at your Nissan dealer now. Check it out.
Yeah, look what Daddy's got, huh? Yeah. Look, watch Daddy. It's so good. Nummy, nummy. Look, it's good. Daddy likes it. It's good. Whew. That's good.
At least you can count on Toro Mowers. Guaranteed to start or we'll fix it free. And introducing the amazing new SR4 Super Recycler, just released, only from Toro.
During Ford's National Test Drive event, people just love getting into our Ford Explorer. Trouble is, getting them out.
So you like the handling? Oh, yeah. The power? Oh, yeah. The comfort and room for up to 7? Oh, yeah. So, I'm not gonna get you out of this Explorer, am I? Oh, no.
And right now, get 0% financing plus $1,500 cash back on selected models. Visit your neighborhood Ford store today.
You want to take it for another spin, don't you? Oh, yeah.
New chocolate banana flavored iced lattes from Dunkin' Donuts. Made with real espresso. Immerse yourself in one today. Dunkin' Donuts. Bring yourself back.
Relive the past with News 8 Then, Monday at 6 and 11.
Christine has a final check in our forecast looking at the start to your work week.
Yes, and I promise you that the sun does come up tomorrow, Rachel, and because
Let's hope.
I forgot it, here you go. Sunrise at 6:03, and it sets at 8, I believe 13 in the evening. So 14 hours and 10 minutes of possible sunshine. Here's your forecast for the kids tomorrow as they head out to the bus stop. You might want to check the calendar. It's starting out very chilly. You want to make sure that tomorrow really is May 2nd, and it is.
I just want to turn my heat off already.
I know. You will. Just turn it up. You'll be cold. Turn it off.
No. No, rather have it on and stay warm. So thanks, Christine.
Sure.
The Rochester Public Library is taking high-tech steps to preserve the past. Today, the library system showed off its new digital archiving system called the Curtis Book Scan. It's a digital camera set up with a vacuum-like device that automatically lifts each page for perfect scanning. The special project librarian tells News 8 the library has 1 million or more documents in danger of deteriorating.
Many of these are one-of-a-kind, rare, very fragile materials that up until this point were very limited in access. We couldn't let them out of the building.
But soon those pages will be available over the internet anywhere in the world. The library also demonstrated its InterpreType system, a communication device for hard of hearing and deaf patrons. A Sunday afternoon at the salon was a chance to join the fight against breast cancer. Just a trim or a whole new do, either way you cut it. All proceeds at Park Avenue's Artistic Designs Hair Salon went for breast cancer research today.
I have personal reasons myself, my mother-in-law, a client and a friend. Everybody's got somebody that they can relate this to. So the stylists have been great. They've donated their time, and it's been great. We just couldn't not do it.
They've already beat last year's $1,000 total, and the salon is taking more donations all this week. Here are tonight's winning numbers in the New York State That is the weekend report from the news desk. Start your engines for the 5th quarter. Dave?
A little bit after quarter, your usual wild day of racing from Talladega, plus the wing the May with a
Today, upstate New York faces rising property taxes, job losses, and severe budget deficits. Now, there's a proposal in Albany to force upstate taxpayers to pay $300 million football stadium. Shouldn't be forced to pay for a football stadium that they won't use and can't afford. Say no to a West Side stadium.
Team, the guillotine is gonna squeeze your ugly little head till it pops like a cherry tomato. You know why? Why? Because you're ugly. You're so ugly, and if ugliness were bricks, you'd be the Great Wall of China. Whoa. But don't be a little crybaby. But the guillotine brings you good news. What's that? I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
When the only thing that matters is absolute perfection. Marvin Windows and Doors.
Visit one of Rochester Colonial's 2 locations in Rochester today.
Everything for your way of living is at York Furniture Gallery. Shop now for incredible savings during our Red Tag sales event. Buy now with no interest for 1 full year. York Furniture Gallery.
That is gorgeous. Is that new?
Yes, it is. I love it. He went to Jared.
Oh, Jared. Oh, I love this.
Oh, thank you.
Jared.
Oh, these?
Mm-hmm.
He went to
Jared. Oh, of course he did.
In 14 karat from classic to contemporary, Jared has the selection that makes it easy to speak the language of gold. Why settle when you can select?
Oh, hi, honey.
Fortunately, there's a Jared near you.
What?
Jared, the Galleria of jewelry.
It's go time at Toyota's nationwide sales drive with phenomenal selection at every turn. Just like the crowd favorite Highlander. Stay out of pit row in the big, bold Tundra. And Tacoma is a big winner. Toyota's nationwide sales drive is on now, owning the winner's circle. Now that's moving you forward.
This is News 8 Now's 5th quarter.
The Wings with a pair of games this afternoon against Syracuse. A sweep of the Twin Bill and Rochester would reach the 500 mark for the season. Bit of wet stuff coming down in game number 1. Didn't bother Jason Tyner, though, down 2-1 in the 5th. His RBI single is going to knock the game up. Pitcher Boof Bonzer gives up a leadoff double in the 6th, but then 3 straight Ks gets him out of the jam. Bottom 6 tied at 2. Rob Bowen, a routine grounder, not so routine, right through the wickets. Scores the go-ahead run. They tack on another Wings wing at 4-2. Game number 2. Elmer Fudd would have said it was a wee bit blustery out there at Frontier Field. Bottom 2, Garrett Jones gets all of this one, blasting into the bullpen in right. Later on, Kevin West in the same inning. In case you forgot what the score was, well, he is going to remind you high and deep. And yes, it was 1-0. Now it's 3-0 after a 2-run shot. The Wings go on to take that one 9-1, the final in the nightcap. So the sweep makes them 12-12 on the year. They're at Pawtucket on Tuesday. 3 homers in the doubleheader gives the Wings 22 for the season. Off to Yankee Stadium, home of the legendary Bat Forest, where all big league bats come from. Probably didn't know that, did you? Gary Sheffield's got a big league bat, and he knows how to use it. Bang, the solo shot right there in the 4th ties the game up at 2. 5-3 Yankees in the 5th. Hideki Matsui goes to left field. 1 run comes around to score. Alex Rodriguez looking to do the same. But watch the relay by the Blue Jays, and he is DOA at the plate. Keeping the score 6-3. Jays come back to tie it. Then in the 7th, Corey Koski drills one into the right field corner. Shea Hillenbrand scores. Jays go on to take it 8-6, the final. Mets in D.C. tonight trying to avoid a sweep by the Nationals. 1-0 in the 1st. Nick Johnson is going to drill one down to first. But watch Doug Mientkiewicz getting up and getting it to rob Mr. Johnson. But in the 3rd, And Johnson hits it where he ain't. Single to score a pair. Nats go on top 2-1. 3-2 in the fourth. David Wright is going to even things up with a base knock to left. Right now in the ninth, it is still tied at 3 in D.C. Well, Talladega is known as the world's fastest super speedway, but it's not really the speed that keeps you on edge. It's knowing that sooner or later that racing is going to turn into wrecking. Everybody trying to avoid the dark side, a.k.a. the big one down at Talladega, and they do until 56 laps to go. Jimmy Johnson and Mike Walls touch, and that sets the whole ball a-rolling. The track pretty much bottlenecks after that. More than half the field involved in this one, 25 cars, get at least a little bit dinged up. Not many left after that one, but enough to cause some more trouble. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to get together with Martin Truex. That will bring out another caution and bring out a whole bunch of bent sheet metal. Jimmy Johnson right there spinning out and hitting the inside wall. Sets up a green-white checkered finish, and it's going to be Jeff Gordon holding on to get the win, his third win this year. He's won 4 of the last 5 restrictor plate races. Jeff Gordon was looking in his rearview mirror the whole end of the race.
Just did everything I could to keep everybody in my mirror, and we had a great race car today. And you know, on those restarts, you try not to get too good of a jump. You get out there too much, and they'll get momentum and run you down. So you know, the best thing can happen is when they start passing one another behind you. It gives you a little bit of breathing room.
When we come back, we're going to check out the NBA playoffs, including the Heat looking to break out the Bruins against Jersey, and it's off to the Big Easy for the final round of this week's PGA stop in New Orleans.
It's the only minivan with Stone Go seating. And I got 0% financing. It's got best-in-class cargo space.
And we need it. Bonus cash and a DVD player. It's got a 5-star side crash test rating.
Join over 1 million proud new owners during the Chrysler 96-hour spring event. Finance at 0% now through May 2nd and make no monthly payments until Labor Day. Or qualified buyers can get a Town & Country Touring for $299 a month at 5.62% APR.
It's our best offer yet. Get Frontier high-speed internet for only $29.95 a month for 2 full years with Frontier Choices. And get your first 3 months absolutely free. That's right, get Frontier's fastest internet service free for the first 3 months and only $29.95 a month thereafter with Frontier Choices. Don't miss this limited time offer. It won't last long. Call 777-FREE. Hurry, offer ends May 14th.
So come on, make the switch today.
Wouldn't it be great if people treated each other a little better? If random acts of kindness became an everyday thing? Well, we believe nice is catchy. And if somebody's nice to someone else, there's a good chance that person will do something nice too. So soon, Charter One is going to become Citizens Bank. And you'll notice things will get even nicer. Whether it's calling back when we say we will, staying open to accommodate your schedule, remembering your name, or just greeting you with a smile. We think it's going to catch on.
Hi, Mr. Riley. Come on in.
Thank you. Citizens Bank, coming soon to a Charter One branch near you.
Chocolate strawberry flavored iced lattes from Dunkin' Donuts. Made with real espresso. A cool, refreshing way to bring you back to life. Dunkin' Donuts. Bring yourself back.
You're watching the 5th quarter.
And welcome back. Remember the last time we saw Chris DeMarco? He was the victim of Tiger Woods' magic act at Augusta. The runner-up in the Masters looking to take the top spot this weekend in New Orleans. They finished up round 3 and then started round 4 under much sunnier skies than yesterday. DeMarco would be leading to start round 4, but it came down to the 72nd hole. Hey, how about this one? Nice chip right there by Alec Chopra on number 9, saving par from the water. Tim Petrovic at 12 under with a long birdie on 18. Moves him to a tie with the final group of DeMarco and James Driscoll. Driscoll for the birdie and the win on 18 will not go. He's at -13 in the playoffs. DeMarco needing this par putt to make it into the extra holes, but he misses just like his chip at Augusta, lips it out. Driscoll bogeys the first playoff hole. Petrovic for the par and the win, gets it to go. Jeff Sluman, by the way, withdrew with a bad back after round 3 this afternoon. The NBA playoffs continuing today. The defending champs looking to move 1 win away from round 2. Detroit and Philadelphia this afternoon. Allen Iverson not too happy about his Sixers being down 2-1, doing his part. End of the first quarter from half court. Banks it in. AI with the answer there. This one down to the wire. 30 seconds to go. Iverson is going to hit the floater. Sixers up 2, but the Pistons come right back down. Chauncey Billups for 3. It's a 1-point game. Sixers would tie it with a free throw to go to overtime. And then Rasheed Wallace with 2 big three-pointers in the extra session. Pistons take it 97-92. Heat going for the sweep in Jersey against the Nets. Dwayne Wade, great move and hit right here. Later on, Wade with the bounce pass of all bounce passes, right off the backside of Vince Carter. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jersey is out of this one, 110-97. The Heat get the sweep. Well, I showed you the race from Talladega this afternoon, but something you might have missed, the wild action from yesterday's Busch race. Let's go back to Alabama for this one. Took no time for the big one yesterday, about 17 laps in. Nearly half the field is going to get dinged up when they start a crashing, and then later on another real big one, and this one looks even nastier. Watch Casey Mears as his car goes airborne, comes up on its roof and slides to a stop. Nobody hurt in any of this one. Martin Truex won it, and a car owned by Dale Earnhardt Jr. By the way, one of the cars that Truex took out in the late wreck today in Talladega, well, that was owned by Dale Earnhardt Jr., so he's probably not too happy. You can file that in your notebook under how not to make your boss happy. Well, one last note tonight, the Nazareth lacrosse team beat Hartwick 18-7 this afternoon to claim the Empire 8 title and the automatic NCAA bid that goes with it. They'll play round 1 in 2 weeks. So that is a wrap for tonight, but we're going to be back next Sunday. Till then, for John Kutchko and Thad Brown, I'm Dave Yates. Have a great week.
Can't find anybody. They have no timeouts remaining. Up corner. Fires. There they go, right there. It is. Jiggly in the 18. No, it's the whole 50. That'll be half the field right there. They're gone. Whoa, I got something back there. I thought I ran back there a long time. And look how many cars pile in. See ya. See ya. See ya! A grand slam for Alex Rodriguez! It's the third home run of the night!
Thanks for watching News 8 now at 11. If you know of a news story or seek breaking news, call pound 888. A free call on your Verizon wireless cell phone. Or email us at newsroom@WROC-TV.com.